So recently, one of the biggest weirdos, and personally, what I believe to be one of the biggest, like, simps and creeps on the internet, has just fully gone mask off, right? So this guy, Tipster, has some sort of weird vendetta against, like, everything that he used to associate with, right? He used to be a very popular, like, I wouldn't say very popular. He used to be a pretty big commentary channel, right? Until one day, eventually, he just ditched all his friends and stopped talking to them and started insulting them on the internet, right? So if you don't know the whole thing with Tipster is that he's really fucking horny, right? All the time on main, he's really horny for no goddamn reason, right? He'll go after and basically catcall a bunch of people on the fucking timeline, right? Yeah, this guy's a fucking freak, dude. Like he just won't calm down. You want to know the worst part? He's married, dude. You insult him, you say anything you dislike about this guy, or talk about how he's essentially cheating on his doctor wife, right? How she's like chilling in the background, unaware of her husband's heinous actions, right? Her husband's heinous fucking thirst and hunger for fucking apparently men dressed up as women on the internet. Like if you say anything about that, he'll tell you that you've never seen a vagina in your life. You've never had sex. You don't fuck. I fuck.
At least I've seen what a vagina looks like, Ricky, and experienced its gentle caress. Something that unfortunately you'll probably never get to experience. Just saying.
Gentle caress. Gentle caress.
Right? Like what the hell? Right? Like it's one thing if they had like an open relationship, but they don't have one of those, right? And if they do, Tipster has never spoken about it at all, right? And he's like made everyone publicly aware, or he used to make everyone publicly aware that the only person he was after was his wife, right? And that it was all just a joke. It was just a big joke, right? Until eventually he wiped all his fucking videos. He basically like cleared his Twitter. He fucking wiped everything, right? And then this guy goes out publicly and says like, I don't want to do commentary anymore. And he becomes basically just like this gaming streamer, right? And there's nothing wrong with that, right? Like there's nothing wrong with him wanting to change his content, except for the fact that he's just a massive bitch, right? Like he starts fucking like morally grandstanding about how people on commentary are absolutely terrible, right? How they're fucking awful and they're fucking evil, right? Well, guess what? Guess who this guy, this guy Tipster, the Tip, right? Guess who he is in close communications with? He's in close communications with Keffals, Natty Forsyth. He's in close communications with Jalen. He's in close communications with Femios, right? And those are all people that have zero good intentions, right? Now, Femios, you could say is like partially innocent, right? Like it isn't terrible. He's not a terrible guy. He just needs to get a life, right? Keffals believes that children of any age should be able to transition, whenever they want to, right? And I personally don't think that kids that can't even consent to sex should be able to change their sex, right? You know, that's a little outlandish in my opinion. I also don't particularly side with Jalen, who reports people's videos, false flags people's videos, and gets people's channels taken down with the copyright system, right? Screams the N-word, tells people to kill themselves, and suicide baits in public discords.
That's not being transphobic. I can make 41% jokes. Also, Ringo's also literally making the same jokes. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, what the fuck? Are you retarded?
Ooh.
Like,
you're not
fuck
black.
all
You're
of
not
you.
black. You're not black, Jalen. You're not allowed to say
Be
that.
fair.
You're not allowed to say that
like
word. Are you
either.
racist? I am black.
Jesus.
You don't know that?
Fuck you.
I'm literally.
Like, actually, fuck you.
Oh.
Do you want me myself? Is that what your goal is? You people are literally driving me
How is that
fucking
white?
insane.
Right? Not to mention, and I've already gone on a massive tirade about Natty Forsyth in my other video about Femios, right? But Natty Forsyth, when he was sexting a 12-year-old, admitted to not knowing or asking for the age of this child and assuming that he was talking to a 14-year-old, right? So these are the people that this guy keeps in very close company. me. So you can already tell the sort of tempo that he's running at, right? The sort of speed he's thinking at. You know, you can see he's ahead of the game, right? He's ahead of everybody. He's 4 steps ahead. Except for the fact that everybody I've just mentioned is going to inevitably drag him down. Everybody that I just mentioned, if he keeps them in his close circle, they are going to inevitably get caught with something that is genuinely horrible, and then that is going to come back on him, right? And if that doesn't come back on him, then he is also going to get pegged with something absolutely horrible. If he's okay and he's like accepting of a pedophile, a false copyright striker, a really annoying femboy, and somebody who thinks kids can change their sex, you can already see the sort of ideas that this guy is like going to follow, right? You can already see the sort of mindset that probably has already fostered in his head. This guy is likely completely fucking unhinged, right? He is likely a massive degenerate, right? He has tons of screenshots and leaked DMs. Like every fucking e-girl he closely associates with gets DMs leaked of them, right? DMs leaked of them basically like having e-sex or something, right? Or being really uncomfortably close, right? Or flirting, right? While he's married, right? This guy has terrible intentions. I don't know what the fuck this guy's thinking of doing, associating with people like that and getting himself into another situation that's inevitably going to lead to most likely his divorce. But, you know, if he wants to ruin his life and his relationships, it's up to him. It's completely up to him, you know. I don't care. But Mr. Tippy, the big tip, the redhead. That's what we'll call him. He's not a redhead, by the way. But the massive tip. By the way, this guy's like 400 pounds or something crazy like that. He's like 300 pounds. He's fucking enormous, right? He god damn, dude, he's got a fucking quadruple chin, bro. This guy is off the fucking walls, bro. He fucking, you don't foster a pedophile, bro. This guy's he's just a god. I can't even talk right. He's a completely fucking like perverse degenerate. That's all for today. I've been getting pissed off, dude. All right, bye.
Bro, talk shit, we running him down. He almost moved with a gang, no. That shit is not advised. I'ma come up now, some people with no rise. They ain't got no money and they not up no surprise. When I'm rapping, I'm a